This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series, Love Truth. Making friends with reality. It's called acceptance on a spiritual level. It's surrender, acceptance. It's learning to allow reality to be what it is. Now, the child's hungry. If you can give the child food, you give the child food. Your leg hurts. If you can find a way to position your leg, or perhaps rub some kind of a now see what happens is with the hurting leg, at least in the developed world, the so-called developed world, we are so absolutely physically comfort driven and so uncomfortable with reality that if we have a symptom, we immediately take, my leg hurts, let me take aspirin, let me take a Tylenol, let me take something to stop the pain in my leg. Oh, my stomach hurts. And what this does is it causes endless chronic problems, health problems. We're speaking about one example here. Endless chronic health problems. Chronic means I take the antacid, I keep taking it, and the underlying cause of the stomach distress, perhaps there's an imbalance in the flora and fauna in my guts, for example. Perhaps it's a stress issue. But I keep taking things to suppress because I want to be comfortable, and I won't accept reality. I'm not going to surrender, accept reality, make friends with reality. I'm going to control reality. Eventually, reality is going to catch up, and I'm going to end up in the hospital with an ulcer, or there's going to be a cancer. Something's going to happen. Eventually, over time, if I live long enough, it will not be inconsequential. Now, what's the alternative? Well, we don't just necessarily just sit there in passivity. Acceptance doesn't mean, oh, my leg hurts. Well, that's fine. We perhaps go to someone for adjustments. That's a natural way to try and balance the leg, the stomach. We start to investigate. We start to research what it is. Well, if it's stress, of course, stress has something. Of course, it's all happening first on the energetic level, always. So let's move into the energetics of it. Let's be still. Let's research. Let's see what the flora and fauna. Let's find someone to test us kinesiologically. I'm just giving you examples of the many ways that we accept reality. We realize that it's there, and we work to change it. We don't necessarily say, I accepted it, I'm so happy my stomach hurts. That's pure hypocrisy. That's spiritual hypocrisy. We're lying to ourselves. We don't want our stomachs to hurt. We find a way to work with the nature of it. The stomach hurting is a signal to us that something is out of balance, certainly energetically, and probably, and physically as well, because we're feeling the physical pain. So we make friends with reality. We say, it hurts. And we don't say, we must fix this and change it. It can't be this way. It is what it is. Now we work to effect change and to move things towards the well-being and the highest good of all. Absolutely. And yet notice, no matter how much power you have, you can be the most powerful, rich, you cannot of yourself ameliorate all the suffering on this earth. Not even close. Doesn't matter how many billions of dollars you have, how many kingdoms you rule, you can't do it. There's going to be a lot of parts of reality that in your compassion are going to be very, very difficult for you to say, I accept this. And within yourself as well, as you move through your spiritual life, accepting, making friends with reality. Let's stay with that, because that's what we need right now. We're moving into and deepening our spiritual truth, getting closer and closer to the union, to the oneness, to the love, to that which our soul, our essence is calling us. As we move in this path, there's always this feeling that I wish I was further ahead. Well, that person's got this attainment, and I want to be enlightened. I want to be with God. I want to be with Jesus. I want to be with Buddha. Why am I so impatient? I meditate so. You see all these things. Make friends with reality means to accept exactly where I am now as perfect in my spiritual path, in my way, on my trip, on my voyage, my journey. Where I am now is perfect. Does it mean I stop now because it's perfect and it's perfect? No, until we are out of time, we are in time. And while we're in time, we move through time with intention. And as we spoke of, focus, discipline, and surrender. Surrender, acceptance. Make friends with reality. I am friends with every aspect of my being now. Oh, I have too much lustful feelings. I have too much gluttonous feelings. I have too much greedy feelings. Oh, that's so bad. No. It's not what we are striving to transcend it and to let go of those things. But at this moment, be friends with it. Hold everything that is close to your heart. Love yourself like you love that little child. When that little child is writing her ABCs and she can't write that Q, you say, my love, it's okay. Try. Here, hold your pencil like this. Here, try again. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Give me a hug. Come on, we'll try again tomorrow. It's okay. It's okay, relax. We'll try again tomorrow. It's enough for today. And the next day you go back and you practice the cues, and eventually she'll know how to draw that cue, and it'll become a habit. Treat yourself with that same patience and love. At this moment, that little girl trying to write her cue that can't do it, is she imperfect because she can't do that? Are you imperfect because you can't transcend your greed right now? Of course you're not imperfect. You are in the perfection of your process. And as soon as you fight the perfection of your process with unacceptance, with being an enemy with this part of your reality now, of this part of reality, well, I love myself, but I don't love the greed. That is blocking your movement through that, in this example, greed. Magnificent, magnificent. Make friends with every aspect of reality. And in this example, which is the prime example, since we're doing spiritual work here, make friends with you where you are on the spiritual path now. It is perfect. It is not forever. In your acceptance and being friends with this moment, does the unfolding of your enlightenment, of your Christ consciousness, your Buddha consciousness, become that much easier for the invisible world to manifest, that much easier for that which blocks it, which that is, the inacceptance is a block. As you let that go, we make space and room. How and when we don't know, accept it. Make friends with reality. Stay with us.